Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
After 272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Cleveland Browns and the champions of the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Final game of the season. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, it has been a long run to get here. 2 weeks of build-up, the media day, the radio interviews. It's all over now. Finally, it's time for football, and for these players, the long wait is almost over.
Well, I can promise you one thing, Mike. Every single one of these players and coaches in their mind right now is saying the exact same thing. Let's just kick the ball off already. We're tired of talking about the game. We're tired of meetings and practice. It's been a long 2 weeks for both of these clubs. They're ready to get this thing kicked off, and let's decide the outcome of who's going to be Super Bowl champs on the field. And I know you and we got the best seats in the house.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
He admitted to us the other day, Mike, that he's started to feel
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. They never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And this ball incomplete on third down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a first-round pick in the April draft.
To say what he's done this year, Mike, is unheard of would be an understatement. I mean, there are quarterbacks who go their entire careers without even making it to the Super Bowl, yet here he is on the verge of potentially winning one in his very first season. He's got a lot of work to do between now and the end of this game to make that happen, but if he's able to lead his team to a victory here today, it would be a perfect storybook ending to an improbable and legendary rookie campaign.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Falcons offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Penix. To the right, that's Pitts.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready for their 2nd possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. A hit, and he has lost the football.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big...
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Throwing right, it's taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw left side is complete. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Now, faking the give. Back to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. We'll go play action now with Penix. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch.
Holding offense.
On second down, here's Penix. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On third down, Penix. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, it is Williams. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Taking off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
They'll look to throw. This one taken in by Renfro. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We're going to go play action with Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They run over center with Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's to Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. That's caught right side. It's London. He is in. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll send their tight end left. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. That pass to the sideline. Nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not much. Second and long coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Here's a designed run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, Penix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Penix on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
2nd reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. Penix going to throw again. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
They send the tight end in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
Dan Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This from 34 yards. No issues there. This one is good. And the Browns are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over just before the half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.